Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're most definitely welcome. This is part two of the house hunt video, house hunting video. I started a house series a few days ago. I just wanted to take you guys through the entire process of what it took to get a house here in Canada. This information is useful for first-time home buyers, for new immigrants, for people who are still in their country and looking to move here, just to have an idea of what it takes or what you need to do to actually get a home here. So I started this series, like I said, with actually house hunting. There's going to be another video where I talk about the entire process of how we um, got the house, mortgage, pretty much everything else that we went through trying to get the house. But for this one, this is the part two of our house hunt. I already did part one, which was in the Guelph location, and then this other location here was in Hamilton. So this is part two. I just wanted to show you guys the houses that we saw in Hamilton. We went to, I think, 7 houses that day. Like I said, this search took only 2 days before we found what we were looking for. But like the entire process with back and forth with the realtor took at least 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go over the houses quickly. I have my laptop here so I could talk through the houses that we saw.
All right, guys, so I decided to do this a little bit different this time around. I kind of merged all the viewings of the houses all together at once. So you could just go through everything, and instead of me stopping at the middle and then giving comments and all of that. So we reviewed about 7 houses that day, but of course I recorded just I think 5. So that those were the ones I just put up here. So you can view all 5 houses at once, and then just you can just listen to the comments at the end of the video as well. Yeah, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Put it in the comment section. I'll definitely answer. And again, if you need any recommendations as per mortgage specialist or realtor, definitely I can help with that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Um, you can continue to view and yeah, grab your favorite snack and popcorn and just relax and enjoy. See you on the other side.
So this was one of the first houses we saw in Guelph. I liked this house. It wasn't bad. The street was beautiful. But the house itself, did I say I liked the house? No, I didn't really like inside the house. Location was beautiful. Like you can see from the streets, very lovely streets. But inside the house just didn't jump at me. There was just something. It didn't feel homely. There was just, I don't know. There was just something about it that just didn't, that I didn't really like. I'm not sure what it was, but it wasn't really my. There's some things I liked about it. Maybe the staircase. What else? But there was not. It wasn't everything that I liked. So it kind of just passed on this one. So this next house was also in Guelph. This wasn't bad. It just didn't jump on me. You kind of know when you see the one you're looking for. It was not bad, but it was just like, okay, what's next? Can we see the others? It wasn't one of those houses that you see that I'm looking like, oh, I'm in love with this house. It wasn't one of those ones. But of course, it's still a beautiful house. It just didn't have some of the things I was looking for. Location was not bad. The inside wasn't bad too. Backyard, I wasn't sure I liked the backyard of this one, so I kind of passed on it. It didn't have a finished basement either. Yeah, so that was it for this one. So this next house is very dear to me. Why? Because it's very similar to the one we actually went for. Beautiful house, amazing layout. It was bright, airy, spacious. It was just amazing location. Street was clean and beautiful. Um, Backyard I could manage. It was not one I really liked. The backyard of the one we went for was way better, but similar structure, similar design. But the backyard, this one was fine too, but the one we went for was a lot better than this. So this one ticked all the boxes for me. Um, it was just spacious. The kitchen, everything was just beautiful in this house. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I liked everything about it. Garage, the corridor was spacious. Everything was just beautiful. And then we went upstairs. Um, so the only thing about this house was the laundry room was upstairs. I didn't really like the way the laundry room looked like upstairs. Just it just wasn't really nice. Meanwhile, the one we actually got, the space for the laundry room is actually a study, like a very cute study, lovely. That was one difference between the two houses. What else? Basement, of course, wasn't finished as well, but similar structure, pretty much almost the same thing. Rooms are huge. Beautiful bathroom. This one had a better bathroom than the one we finally went for. That was not. That was something I wasn't willing to compromise on, but then I had to at some point because I was like, okay, what can I do? So it had a better bathroom. This one had a better bathroom than the one we went for. So there were different things in all the houses that you couldn't find in, like, this is one criteria. You can't find everything you're looking for in one place, except you're building your own house. You can't find everything. It's always going to be, you have to make a compromise somewhere. Like, you hardly ever find all your criteria met in one house. At least one or two would have to give. So for this one, it was just a couple of things, but this house ticked all the boxes for us, most of the boxes, I'd say, but we didn't go for it. So I did mention that we saw 7 houses. I didn't take a video of all the houses because there were some that from the entrance, I literally just backtracked. Like, he did that on purpose. He wanted me to see the worst house so that I could appreciate the good ones when I see them. Because in my mind, I was like, why did you bring me here? Like, from everything I've told you, does this look like anything that I want? Does this look like any of the criteria I mentioned to you? And I was like, he did that on purpose just to see my reaction and to let me know that, hey, there are worse houses, there are horrible houses, but then, when you see a good one, you can appreciate it a little bit more. So that was why he did what he did. So now this next house. So this house of also in Hamilton location, it wasn't bad too. There are a lot of houses I saw that were not bad. I think this was a new build. This was a new house, if I remember correctly. No one lives in there. It was staged. It was a staged decor. So nobody lives there currently. It just didn't jump at me when we got in. Like I said, you kind of know when you see it, right? See the one you're actually looking for. So this one didn't exactly jump at me when we saw it. And I was like, okay, let me just look at it. We could come back to it on, like, if you look at all the other options, and I could now shortlist, okay, this. The backyard for this one was a communal one. I think that was okay. That was another one. Backyard was an open space backyard. It wasn't a type that was demarcated for you on your family alone. It was like a general one. So that was, I think that was one of the cons. Everything else we could have managed, but yeah, that was for that one. So now this house, this is the fourth house. This was a new build as well. Not the location wasn't bad, but because it was a new build, you could see the backyard. It was a virgin backyard. Nothing had been done. I didn't want a backyard that looked like this that would take years to actually finish. The realtor did mention that this whole backyard was for like the space of your house. That entire space, all the way to the back, would have been yours. I'm like, that's weird. That's a very huge space, huge spans of land. How would that have been for one person? So I just didn't want it because it was going to take a lot to actually complete that backyard. It would take a couple of years for them to probably finish it. It would just be there like that with sand and everything. I didn't want that. I knew one of the criteria I wanted then too was maybe if I could get a new build, that would be good. But when I saw a new build, I was like, no, I'll pass. I didn't want it for some reason. Everything was new, it was clean, nobody had lived in it, which was good. But just like I said, once the house just doesn't jump at you, your spirit does not agree with it, there's nothing you can do. So I looked around, I was like, this is a new house, so this should be good for us, right? But it just did not agree with me. I looked at everything, I was like, okay, the backyard, I just was looking for a con, so I was like, okay, the backyard, I didn't like the backyard. What else? The rooms were spacious enough. Everything was clean, everything was new lights, new everything. But then I wasn't sure of the layout of the living room flowing into the kitchen. It just didn't do it for me. And like I said, the entire house just didn't vibe with me. Then the location, I didn't really like. It was a new area, new because they were all new builds in that location. You're just building up the houses there. So of course, new neighbors as well. The streets were untarred. No, yeah, a couple of streets that were untarred. They're just beginning to do them gradually. So sand everywhere, red sand. It wasn't just what I wanted. I was like, I wanted a new location, but this not like this. So I kind of just changed my mindset from then. Okay, I thought I was looking for a new, but okay, maybe not too new. So that was why we passed on that one. So those are the houses that I was able to record. Like I said, we saw 7 houses in Hamilton. We didn't mind if it was a detached house or a townhouse. The problem with detached house around the time we were looking for was, even though it had started going down, detached houses are more expensive because they are standalone houses, while townhouses are like together, like their walls are together. But if it's nicely built, there are some really lovely townhouses that are spacious. I didn't want the kind of townhouse that would have ground like 3 floors. I didn't want that type. I wanted the one that would be 2 floors and then a basement, not 3 floors. So ground floor, then the living room will be on the first floor, then all the rooms on the second floor. That was not what I wanted. I didn't even want that. I want that type. I had seen it somewhere and I didn't like it. It was very choky. It was small. So I was like, no, that's not what we wanted to go for. So we waited, and we started looking into houses that had 2 floors and the basement, which was way better for our family. Yeah. So those are the houses. I just wanted you guys to see what they looked like in the area. So if you're searching, definitely consider location, consider school, consider recreational centers, consider um, grocery where you can get your food items from, consider proximity to different places, to be honest. Consider good neighborhood, consider just I mean, it depends on your family need, to be honest, but this was ours. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So once you start to search, you kind of have an idea of what to look out for. Alright guys, so that marks the end of this video. The others in the series will be coming up as well, where we share. I'm going to be bringing my husband on one of them. Just first to talk about what the process was for us while we were searching, all the documents that were required. I'm going to talk about that. All the documents, all the basic requirements that he needed from us. yeah, the entire process of actually getting the mortgage. So that would be in another video, and then I'll explain how how we were able to get through all of that in time that we did. And the realtor that was very helpful, sorry, not the realtor, the mortgage specialist. The mortgage specialist we used was someone who works where I currently working. She's an amazing person, amazing, amazing. She's quick, very quick. If you guys need recommendation, don't worry, I'm here for you. She's quick. She's like, she would tell you this is how it is, you know. But again, like I said, we'll get into that and get into the details of that in another video. I just want to say thank you for staying till the end of this video. If this was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and please subscribe. There are more wholesome content coming your way. And tell your friends to tell your friends. And yeah, and I'll see you in my next one. Have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah.